A group calling itself Reopen North Carolina descended upon the capital of the state, Raleigh, in order to protest the frankly illegal shutdown of businesses by the governor's decree. He doesn't have the authority to simply mandate that businesses close down against their will. He can request it, he can suggest it, he can't mandate it. This is a problem that's been spreading throughout the country, different governors deciding that they have powers that they actually don't. In any case, this protest group, some of them stayed in their cars and honked their horns, and they had signs on the front of their windshields that said something to the effect of Reopen North Carolina. Others got out and participated in a more regular, normal protest. In any case, Raleigh Police actually shut down the protest. And so people online asked the Raleigh Police why, and in what way does their protest violate the governor's executive order? The Raleigh Police said that protesting is not an essential activity, and the governor's executive order limits activities to essential activities only. Well, actually, protesting is an essential activity because it's literally a right, and our rights are essential, especially from a law enforcement perspective. Like, our rights are quite literally there, specified in the Constitution, in the Bill of Rights, to stop the government from abusing the people. That's why they're thus written. And Raleigh Police just gave orders to disperse and told people to cancel their protests. The First Amendment of the Constitution, which gives people the right to protest, as it calls it, to petition the government for a redress of grievances, and which gives people the right to speak freely for that matter, or to peaceably assemble. There's so many different rights there that are being violated. That First Amendment cannot be cancelled by executive order. Not by Governor Roy Cooper of North Carolina, and not even by the President of the United States. The rights that are specified in the Bill of Rights can't be overruled even by a law passed in Congress. They are rights, they cannot be infringed. And so many different governors and mayors around the country right now seem to be ignoring this completely. An executive order cannot simply invalidate your rights, can't invalidate the First Amendment. You have the right, as an American, to petition the government for a redress of grievances. You have the right to speak freely. You have the right to peaceably assemble unless you refuse to fight for those rights, unless you refuse to stand up, because that's when you start losing your rights. And a woman was actually arrested in this protest. She was arrested for protesting in America. People ought to be outraged. The arrest itself was unlawful. It's an illegal arrest. And when you look at an illegal arrest, there's no difference between that and just kidnapping someone. Because the police don't have the authority to make illegal arrests. They don't have the authority to violate the Constitution. And frankly, at that point, at some point, people will start fighting back. They'll have every right to. If this continues, we'll end up having to start treating the police themselves like the criminals that they are. Because you are a criminal if you're kidnapping somebody because you don't like what it is that they're doing. And one of the problems with the American public is that we tend to have a really short memory. We even tend to be too forgiving of public servants. We need to stop doing that. When election time rolls around again, we need to remember these people. Remember people like Governor Roy Cooper and the people who represent you wherever you happen to be. Remember who they are if they're treading on your rights, and make sure that they never hold office again. The names of these people should have enough infamy that they can't hold a job in any legal or political position again. And you're the only way that that happens. Wait, if you enjoyed that video, please remember to like and share. I can't grow without you. Also, if you want to be reliably notified of new videos, don't forget to subscribe to the newsletter. If you're able to support the production of these videos, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe at Subscribestar, or maybe get one of the healthier products, or even get some merch.